Okay, here we go again. Peace, 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 peace. How everybody doing today? How everybody doing today? So this is a TikTok live that I got going on right now. This is a TikTok live, but however, this video is gonna be posted on my YouTube channel. So I'm waiting till some people come in, and then we're gonna just start. I'm just start with it. I'm just go. I really should have bought some water right here, fam. Like I'm not lying. Like I'm really thinking about that shit. Like I had it in my head, but I forgot. Anyway, I don't wanna I can go live with other people now. This really what's up. Real Triple D. They ain't with us. Let me find out TikTok don't shadow ban me. I feel like they don't did that shit too. I swear I feel like they don't shadow ban me. Look at my videos. Look at my views. My views on my videos, man. They've been going down. TikTok is shadow banning, fam. That shit is crazy. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that when you start speaking like it's not even real, it's common sense shit. If you're speaking some common sense, bro, they're blocking your videos. They're blocking your lives. Like I'm so tired of that. But one thing about it, we can't let adversity stop us from our growth. Can't let that happen. Peace, everyone. Peace, peace, peace. What's up? Hiding from your true self. I was hiding from my true self. I'm gonna tell you my story. A little story. It's gonna be on my YouTube as well. I'm just waiting for some people to get in here. See you want to listen. Because a lot of us hide from our true selves, who we truly are, or who we was meant to be. We hide from that part of ourselves, you know. And we shouldn't. The crazy part about it, we hide from us. We hide the world. We hide those parts of ourselves that's supposed to be shown. That is crazy. That is crazy. Peace to everyone. What up? What's on the flow? What's on the flow? Then I'm gonna start. Y'all make sure y'all go on my YouTube. The link is in my bio. Y'all follow me. Y'all subscribe to my YouTube, man. My YouTube is really going up, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Okay, shout out to TikTok because they putting people back on my joint now. Cause TikTok be, man, they be tripping on me. But anyway, topic of today is hiding from your true self. All right. So for me, I hid my true self a lot. Or who I was supposed to be. Um, it all started, man. I started doing YouTube videos, man. And it started with me just doing reaction videos. I was doing reaction videos to a bunch of music videos. And I'll promote myself. I was young too. I think I was in either middle school or just started high school. No, it had to been just started high school. So I'll post these videos, man, and I'll get some views. And it'd be what's up. Then also, as I went down, as I got older and things of that sort, I started making videos about things that I was just noticing in the world. So they call it woke now, but it was just more so just common sense. Like things didn't make sense to me. So I started making videos about it and I just started posting it. And the funny part about it, man, I was just sitting back yesterday. I was sitting back last night and I was looking at my old videos and I was like, I was supposed to do this. What I'm doing right now with y'all, what I'm doing, I was supposed to do this. Making these videos, let my throat chakra talk. You feel what I'm saying? I was supposed to be here. I was supposed to be doing this. And the thing about it is, I knocked myself off my path when I started taking in other people' opinions and making it my own about myself. Like I told this one girl that I was meditating, and then I had started crying. Then she started laughing, as if I was soft because I was crying when I started meditating. So when I heard that, when she told me that, it made me change my whole train of thought when it came to what I was doing, because I felt as if it was soft. You get what I'm saying? I felt as if that's what her words made me feel, as if what I was doing was soft. So I hid that part of myself. I stopped meditating. I stopped making the videos because one, I felt as if I was weird. Two, I wanted to take on an image of a rapper. So I wanted to take on an image of a person that was, you know what I'm saying, uh, hardcore and just hide itself, just mad, mean, like not even talking for real. I want to take on that image of what I've seen my whole life. So I put my videos, my 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 high vibrational videos, I put those on the back burner. I privated my videos. I did that. So I did that for a few years, and then I started noticing myself. I would go through these phases where I don't want to be a rapper. I want to do this. Then I go through a phase where I don't want to do this. I want to rap. So I see myself locking some videos on my YouTube. I see myself going back and forth. It just got to a point where I was in the studio one day, and I'm like, man, I'm not feeling this. Like this ain't who I am. This is not what I want to, project to the world. And with that came an ego death, and with that and the ego death, it changed the whole trajectory of my life, and I started to realize what was really important to me. Uh, and what's important to me, and what I wanted to push, a narrative. What narrative? What person do I want to push? Who do I want to be to the world? You get what I'm saying? I want to be myself. So after and that honestly, that took me years, fam. It was nothing that was just like a few months. I went through years with wanting to be something that I wasn't. I went through years. I went through the studio time. I went through the music video. I done did all of that shit. And really, and all honestly, it got me nowhere. It really that part right there, it got me nowhere because that's actually in all actuality, it's not my path. That's not something that Source wanted me to do. So it went nowhere. I just I just came to terms with everything, basically of who I was, what I want to be, what I want to leave behind, what I want to show the world, what I want to bring to the world. All these thought patterns, it went through my mind. So last night, I was just thinking, I was just looking at my old videos, how young I was, my locks was all little and things of that sort. And I just started smiling because I'm like, man, you know what, fam? You were supposed to do this. I'm supposed to be here right now. I'm supposed to be doing these videos. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy and I'm grateful for myself. I did a really good job. Uh I did a really good job with my discernment, basically. Of coming out my ego and stepping into my purpose of who I truly be, who I'm truly supposed to be. You feel me? I see Recent here. What up, my brother? Man, I ain't talking to you in a little minute, fam. I see you up in here. But here's the thing, though. When it comes down back to what I was saying, I'm not the only person. I'm bringing this to the forefront because I'm not the only person that'll run from their true selves, that'll hide their true selves. I'm not gonna show you this because I feel as if you may think I'm a nerd. That's the type of time that I was on, and I know plenty of people that not even saying it, but they on the same type of time. It's like outside validate. Matter of fact, seeking outside acceptance. I was seeking outside acceptance from everybody because I didn't accept myself for who I truly was. Now, this is who y'all see. I'm accepting myself for who I truly am. There's no more hiding. You get what I'm saying? So with that, I also understand that uh through everything that I done been through everything I done been through, I know for a fact that I can speak my what I've went through, you know, and then it'll resonate with somebody and that'll help them get on their path. And that's what I want to do, fam. I don't want to I didn't never want to push nobody in a space to where they'll fall on their ass. Like even when I was back, even when I was doing things I wasn't supposed to be doing, I still see little kids and I'll be like, bro, you know what? That's not how you operate. That's not how you do things. No, you stay in school. No, you do this. Giving wisdom. You get what I'm saying? One thing that one thing that pissed me off, and I knew that it was a rap. I knew it was a rap when I was introduced as a rapper. No, no. Because I'm a man first. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to be labeled nothing that I am not. I am that I am. Man, look, and so are you. Y'all make sure that y'all love yourselves for who y'all truly are. And it don't matter if anybody don't like you. It don't matter if the world doesn't accept you. No, you accept yourself for yourself. Because you know what? Y'all want to be, if I want to be real about the shit, man, if you do not accept yourself for who you truly are, those parts of yourself will start showing even more. They'll come out even more. So you will start seeing people do a lot of things for validation. You start seeing people do a lot of things all because they haven't accepted themselves. They'll say certain things in conversation because they haven't accepted themselves. They'll move insecure because they have not accepted themselves. So that's why it's important. That's why it's truly important to accept exactly who you are. Whatever has happened to you, it happened for you. It did not happen to you. Got to get out the mindset of a victim as well. I had to do that as well, bro. That's where it comes. That's what I mean by shadow work. Because the thing about it is, everything that's within us when it comes to what we mad about today, it's surface level. Oh, I'm mad at this person because they yelled at me. No, you're upset because something happened to you in your past and now it's reflecting in the present. That's the issue. So it's about going back in time, looking at all the things that hurt you, looking at all the things that caused you great grief that you cannot express, then you express it. Then now you can be in the present moment and move accordingly. Because a lot of things you really present with yourself. There's no reason to be so upset in a present moment. If somebody hasn't caused you bodily harm or anything of that sort, you shouldn't be so upset at somebody's words. You get what I'm saying? Or somebody turning their back, or somebody just something just so little. Some things can be so freaking little, bro. But we'll just flash out. That's the internalizations that we all suffer from. That's why I preach shadow work. I preach that for a reason because that's the only thing that's gonna get you to them higher realms. You want the great job. You want the great people that's around you. You want all of these great things. Those operate on higher vibrations. They operate on higher frequencies and timelines. In order to get there, you have to remove all the dense energy that's within your vessel. That's that requires shadow work. That requires crying, tearing up, all of that. You're not soft because you're crying. You're not soft because you're tearing up. You're not soft because things has hurt your feelings. You're not soft because of that. We really have to get out of that mindset that if I express my emotions to somebody, or if I express my emotions to myself, I'm weak. I'm soft. That's not the case. It takes a strong man to tell somebody that, hey, I don't like what you just did right there, or hey, this right here hurt my feelings, or even express exactly, concisely how they feel about something. That takes a lot. Because some people can express themselves, but it's in a child manner. That's the inner child I be talking about, bro. That is the inner child. Most of our inner childs are asking for help, are crying out for help. Fam, I remember that it was a time where I always seen myself in a dark room, bottled up, crying. That's my inner child. I never, and I always brag about. I ain't gonna say brag, but I always made it a point was like, bro, I ain't cried in years. I ain't done that in years. That ain't something that I do. You get what I'm saying? But in all actuality, fam, I was numb. Think about that. When you don't cry, you numb. You're numb to disrespect. You're numb to all of the things that hurt somebody. You're numb to it. It's not okay with being numb to war. Cause that's at the point. That's where you gotta look at it. It's like this: when you are in a situation to where you're yelling, you're screaming, you're upset, you're mad, you're fussing, you're cussing. That's war. Okay, that's war into the mind. There's no reason why a person should be numb to war. Okay, so the way to get up out of that is you have to realize that you're in a situation where you are in war programming. A relationship can put you in war programming. If you have to go back and forth with a person all day, that's war. Okay. If you gotta prove that you're right, war. I'm not proving shit. You know what I'm saying? So the way to get out that war mentality, and also again, war is a frequency as well. There's no way that you're gonna get to them higher realms in war frequency. You have to remove yourself out of that frequency. We all have the free will to do whatever we want. So I don't want to hear, oh, I have no choice. No, you have a choice. You can have a choice to make the right decision. We all go down a path, and this goes back to what I was saying about, man, who I was truly supposed to be. I was supposed to be right here. I was supposed to be making these videos. However, I had dodged that. I said, you know what, bro? I'm not gonna do that. No, I want to be a rapper. So with that, I went down a whole different path that did not serve my highest and greatest good. When you go down a path that doesn't serve your highest and greatest good, now you're gonna have to learn your lessons, because we all came here with the simple with the contract and a life that we had to live straightforward. But we get down here, we make our mistakes, we build bonds, trauma bonds, all type of stuff. So now you got to learn your lessons. So with that, man, I really learned what it means to put others' opinions before myself, before myself. I learned that firsthand because I put other people's opinions of how they look at me or perceive the world, and I internalized that and I moved accordingly to their world. I can't live according to your world. I can't live because I have my own world. We have our own world within all of us. I can't live according to your shit. Oh, well, you make your videos and this and the third. That's your opinion. I can't take on another person's opinion about myself and mold, and that's what I was doing. I had to learn my lesson from that. I had to learn my lesson trying to fit in. What am I trying to fit in? I was trying to fit in a whole lot. But I also understand that that came from a whole lot of my wounds, bro. A whole lot of my wounds. So yeah, I had this straight arrow path that I could have went on, but I didn't because I had my wounds. My wounds was what took me off my path. In a way, got to heal those wounds to get right back on your path. You have to also use discernment when you are in a situation and it doesn't serve your highest and greatest good. You got to listen to your heart space, your inner child. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all have to connect the key to the success y'all want for yourselves. The manifestation is tapping in with your heart space, your inner child. Your inner child. Tap into your inner child. What do your inner child like to do? You get what I'm saying? You will uncover all of that once you listen to your inner child. Your inner child been crying out for years. You feel what I'm saying? My inner child felt as if I get around people and I'm in a box. I'm closed off because I closed myself off. And you're not supposed to dim your light for nobody because everybody got a bright light and it deserves to be seen. It deserves that. But you have to know within yourself that I'm something that deserves to be heard, listened to, worthy, things of that sort. That's all inner child stuff, man. Y'all gotta work on that. You feel me? I'm still working on my inner child, but once I tapped in with my inner child, that's when I start seeing how gifted I am at anything that I do. I'm super gifted. That's my inner child, and those are the parts of yourself that they want to close off. They started with school, and then with our parents not having all of their ducks in a line, things of that sort. I learned how to forgive my parents though. I'm about to go deep for real. I learned how to forgive my parents. Let me say that I appreciate everybody that's joining in, that's watching all the lights, things of that sort. But I learned how to forgive my parents. When I was doing my shadow work, man, I hated my damn parents, man. Matter of fact, before I was doing my shadow work, I hated them. Because it was like, bro, it's so much y'all done to me, and it's so much y'all haven't even apologized for. Y'all haven't recognized a whole lot of things, bro. Whole lot of things that come uncovered. You get what I'm saying? A lot of things I found out that I wasn't supposed to find out. I found out. You get what I'm saying? Uh, but I learned how to forgive. I learned how to forgive and love unconditionally. And I say to that, uh, and I looked at it from a perspective of how they grew up. See, our parents is nothing but a reflection of their parents. So if there's something within your parents that you don't like, it's the same thing within their parents, your grandparents. So I look at it like this: you didn't treat me well, right? And I need a lot of things from you. However, when I look back on your life, I look at your life, you didn't have the same thing either. So how can I fault somebody for not having the necessary resources? You know? Mom, I want a Benz. Baby, I can't get you no Benz. I want a fucking Benz. She don't have the resources to get me a Benz. I can't be upset with that. You get what I'm saying? So when I looked at that and I look at everything that my parents went through that they don't even talk about. Um, I grew a deeper, I grew a deeper, you know, it was different. I'm like, I feel you now. Instead of me being angry, I'm more compassionate. And now with me stepping into who I truly am, I give my mother the unconditional love that she was supposed to have that she didn't receive. That's what y'all call breaking generational curses. I call them breaking generational traumas. I don't call it a curse, I call it a trauma because that's all it is. The only curse is it's not being broken. The only curse is nobody's opening their eyes and be like, you know what, let's put an end to this. You get what I'm saying? So, in order to break anything, break a karmic cycle, in order to break a karmic cycle, you got to step out of pocket. I said that a long time ago. What do I mean by that? You do the opposite. If you're a person where in an argument, you will shut down and shut up and won't say nothing about it, do the opposite. See what happens. You get what I'm saying? I done that as well. I appreciate all of you, man. I know I'm talking. I'm tall. Yeah, fam. I want to talk your head off. If y'all miss this live or pieces of this live, y'all can hit my YouTube. I'm gonna have this on my YouTube. Every live I'm doing, I'm gonna have it on my YouTube. Timestamps will be in the video. So if y'all, I'll make it easy. You feel what I'm saying? But I know for a fact that you feel what I'm saying. I know for a fact that I was supposed to bring these messages. That's what I'm saying. That's why this live is titled "Hiding from Your True Self." I am the definition of hiding from my true self. I am that definition. I look at them videos, man. I looked at my video yesterday, and I'm like, wow, I was supposed to do this. You feel what I'm saying? Not knowing that I got things I got to learn from. I got karma cycles. I got, what I'm saying, relationship issues. I got this that, and the third. I got bad discernment. All of this at play that's in the way of me on my path. If that made sense. I hope that really made sense. And I ain't look at it as, oh, this person did this, or let me beat myself up because I didn't. No, 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 no. Y'all have to also remember, because I had to do the same thing, to stop beating yourself up. Stop punishing yourself for not knowing. You get what I'm saying? Forgive yourself for not knowing. That's how me and my inner child, we so tight. All versions of myself, we so tight because I say, man, look, forgive yourself for not knowing. I forgave myself for not knowing. I didn't have the resources. So how am I supposed to know? You get what I'm saying? How am I supposed to make the right decision if if I don't even know the game? That is not my fault. I can't hold on to that. I can't beat myself up. I know a person, man. They'll call themselves all type of dumb this that, and the third and woo 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 here this that, and the third when they get a wrong answer or and they nah, bro, no, no, no. You gotta love yourself, man. You gotta give that unconditional love to yourself. That's how you can spread it out to the world. That's the only way you can. Spreading unconditional love by giving yourself, oneself, unconditional love. You get what I'm saying? Man, I wish I bought some water out here. Don't hide from yourself. Never hide yourself. My mama, she applaud me all the time. She like, baby, I don't know how you would get on live and make your little videos. I can never do it. I'm like, you can always do it. Don't hide from yourself. We so focused on everybody else's opinion. If I cared about everybody else's opinion, man, I wouldn't be up here. Y'all see my braces? They fucked up. But I can't stop that from my mission. I can't look at that and stop that from doing these videos. Because what somebody gonna say, I can't look at things like that because I'll fall off. You get what I'm saying? Y'all move just like y'all move with y'all jobs. That's how you move with yourself. You get what I'm saying? Love yourself. That's where it starts. That's where it starts, fam. You love yourself enough to not hide yourself. I hid myself for so long. It's no longer gonna happen. Know your worth. I appreciate everybody that's in this zone. I appreciate all the lights, man. I just came out here with a little message. I came out here with a little message, man. Y'all got any questions? Y'all hit me up. What's up with it? Y'all talk to me. Once again, this live will be on my YouTube. My YouTube is Ben Forever Love, just like my TikTok. It'll be up there. And one thing about it, when you get on your path, fam, you'll see a whole lot of doors start opening. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real, man. When you fam, when I was in my torment cycle, bro, I won't really get messed with, bro. Things were more so just like it was a revolving circle. It was the same. Won't really nothing too much happening different. When you on your path, fam, that's where all the obstacles come in at. That's when true discernment come in. That's where, you know, just adversity start coming in. You know what I'm saying? Hurdles. You would think it's sweet. I talk to Source all the time. I said, man, look, man, this one is not sweet. I'm on my path. Why do I feel like I'm in karma for? It be like that, man. But when you stepping in your this the thing. When you something to be reckoned with, you gonna naturally start shaking the ground. Y'all quote that. When you something to be reckoned with, that's when you start shaking the ground. And when you start shaking the ground, there's the ground respond. There's some response. You get what I'm saying? So one thing about it, I do not back down from not no adversity, fear. Nah, none of that. I face it all with bravery. That's what these spaces has taught me. They don't they don't mess with you when you don't know what you're doing. When you don't know thyself. But also you can know thyself, but you can still be in a karma cycle. You can know thyself, but you ain't ready to let go of bad habits. I peep a lot of things. That's why I stopped focusing on the knowledge of the cosmos and things of that sort. And I started looking for the knowledge within myself. I started sharpening my skills. Who are you? Just like when you go to an interview, they're gonna start asking you a bunch of questions. You gotta know how to answer those questions. But the only way you'll know how to answer those questions if you sat with yourself and you know what you bring to the table. That's what brings the confidence. You get what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw, I get this job or not. I know what I bring to the table. Y'all done missed out. Keep that same confidence. Everywhere I move, I have that confidence, man. You get what I'm saying? Uh, but no, when you get on your path, that's when the true adversity start coming in. And I hope I ain't saying I'm not trying to say that discouraged, but I'm saying that because didn't nobody tell me what it truly is. You get what I'm saying? But one thing about it, you're gonna always be protected. There's nothing to be afraid about. There's nothing to be afraid about. I'm not afraid of anything because I always know I'm divinely protected. And all y'all should know that as well. You get what I'm saying? You get out your karma cycles. Yeah, that way. But anyway, it is a beautiful Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday. How y'all doing today? And I went straight to the message. We're here today. What's up with it? What's up? I appreciate all of you. 1,000. That's what's up. See what we got in this joint, man. Let's see what we got in this joint. I seen some of my partners come in here. They came out. I seen some of my partners. Hold up. Dan. I rock with Dan. I seen my boy Reese. Man, I appreciate all of you, man. For real. I also got services. Y'all DM me if y'all would need some spiritual services. I got those as well. Yeah, I do my thing, fam. I do my thing for real. Discernment. Let me touch on discernment real quick. Discernment, it comes with healing. You can sharpen your discernment skills by healing, by recognizing energies, remembering energies, by feeling energies, by healing. What I mean by healing, when you remove all the dense energy out of your heart space, your heart is where you feel it. You feel what I'm saying? Your heart is where you feel. You can't feel if your heart space is filled with a bunch of grief, trauma. That's how you work on your discernment. Instead of easily trauma bonded with somebody, know when you're trauma bonded with somebody. I have a father wound. I have a father wound. Fuck my dad. Fuck my dad too. Let's get in a relationship. That's the worst shit you can ever do. It's the worst. It's the worst thing you can ever do, fam. I swear to God. I done it. I got a mother wound. I got a mother wound too. Fuck my mama. All right, cool. Let's have CODIS. Let's have some CODIS. No, bro. Don't do it, fam. Do not do it. I promise you, fam. Don't do it. It's the worst shit you can ever do. I'm trying to tell you. But you'll know when you're trauma bonded. You'll know when you're trauma bonded when you start looking at it. You start noticing yourself, knowing what you want. You don't want nobody that the only thing that y'all are compatible with is negative things. You get what I'm saying? Because when you're trauma bonded with somebody and then you form a relationship, only thing you're doing is dating each other traumas. That's it. You're dating one another traumas. You don't even know truly who y'all are without the traumas. Then once you start healing in the relationship, I promise to God, fam, it ain't gonna last. It ain't gonna work. And I thought it would. I was being naive. I'm like, this shit gonna work. I can be healing. She don't have to heal. I'll be all right. We'll be good. It's not gonna work. You can't hang on to the past, fam. When you start a new present, old energies, it have to go. It gotta go. You around somebody that's shady, their energy is off. Why you still around them? You gotta ask yourself that. Matter of fact, I met a female, man. She ain't even we talked about we talked about certain things that she had going on. And I just gave her a whole bunch of messages because that was just in my spirit to say. I told her what she needed to know. You get what I'm saying? So I observed her for quite some time, for a few days. I observed her because we was working together. I observed her. So she told me everything that she was asking for when it came to what she was asking God, you know. But I also seen how she was moving. I said, okay. So you're the type to ask for things but not be ready for what you're asking for. Okay. You're the type to, you know, ask for something but want somebody else to put in the work. So what I'm doing is I'm giving y'all different scenarios, especially of what I done seen, and I'm giving these scenarios to y'all. And if these scenarios sound, similar, then well, I'm here to say there's some work that needs to be done. And it's okay. Don't ever feel as if when somebody say there's some work that needs to be done, that you're the problem. Nah. Nah, we're just a puzzle that need to be pieced together. That's it. But ain't nobody gonna work on your puzzle but you. So you just work on your puzzle. Like I told my mama, you wanna get into them business realms, you gotta work on that inside. I tell everybody this, 'cause this is what I was supposed to do. I'm not gonna fake it. I'm not gonna fake the funk. I'm not gonna be 3D. No. None of my conversations will ever be 3D. You know what I'm saying? I get high frequency in a heartbeat. I've been cooling now though. What up? What up, everybody? Hey, shout out to myself, man, because hey, I can do more things on TikTok Live now. I'm really proud. I'm really proud, man. Shout out to y'all as well. Nah, I don't talk a lot about karma. I don't want to talk about that no more. It becomes self-explanatory at this point. You can catch karma a lot of ways, man. Byron, what up? Appreciate everybody. What y'all talking about though? I just hit a lot. Y'all miss a live. Y'all make sure y'all hit my YouTube, Ben Forever Love. It will be on my YouTube. I I could put up there. I'll put up there soon. Probably not today, but maybe definitely next week though. It'll be up there. So y'all want these updates, y'all make sure y'all follow my YouTube. TikTok be shadow banning me. I'll be making sure I'll be having videos posted and things of that sort, but they be shadow banning me, man. It'd be crazy. I feel like it's a beautiful thing though when I'm shadow banned. Lets me know I'm speaking. I'm on the I'm on the right path. Your path can always have some adversity. If you in a path where you in a path and nothing's happening, so you're just in a life and nothing's happening. It's just a simulation every day. It's the same thing every day. I swear I noticed that. Hey, I appreciate them lights. I had noticed that, fam. I said, man, I am tired of doing the same thing. It just felt like no growth, no progression. And I'm the type of person where I look at myself as, a tree. Trees, they seed get planted, the seed get planted and they grow. So if I'm in a place where I'm feeling stagnated or no growth or anything of that sort, I gotta recalibrate myself and I gotta look within myself and figure out, hey, fam, what is going on? What am I doing to where I'm not moving, I'm not progressing? You get what I'm saying? Is there a new energy around? I started taking assessments. Make sure you tap in with yourself and assess everything that's going on with yourself. You get what I'm saying? And that's how you gotta move. That's how you gotta move. Be spiritually aware. Be spiritually aware. I seen So do he did a video talking about vampires, and for some reason that thought just came to my head for some reason. I appreciate everybody that's liking the video, man. Liking the live. I rock with y'all for real. You get what I'm saying? But he talking about vampires, man. Vampires come in all different types of forms and fashions, man. They come in all different type of form and fashions. Shout out to that father right there. Vampires come in all different type of forms of fashion, fam, and they operate on all different type of realms and levels as well. You can have people that are vampires that are in the physical. They can have a vessel and they can be draining your energy. You get what I'm saying? You can be around them, they just it's ridiculous. And that's who they meant to be. You get what I'm saying? So it's up to your discernment. It's not up to them to change. You can't change anybody for being themselves. It's up to you to use the proper discernment and get up out of there. Knowing for what it is. If you're talking to somebody and they always, you're tired or they're not bringing to the table or they always bringing up negative things, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something about boundaries. I created that boundary with my mom. I didn't like our conversations. It got to a point where I didn't like our conversations. I feel like all of our conversations was just, you know, down and negative and things of that sort. So I told her straight up, I said, you know what, mom? I'm creating this boundary with you. You call my phone, I don't want to talk about nothing negative. You know? You got to and it came respectful. I didn't disrespect my mom. It came respectful. But I had to create that firm boundary because I cannot allow you to uh uh I cannot allow you to move how the way you moving around me and me not saying nothing because I'm doing a disservice to myself. If I just allow you to just continue to do something that I do not like. I have to create that boundary. You get what I'm saying? And if somebody really rock with you and love you, then they will move accordingly. So you see what I'm saying? But some of us are scared, and I was one. You get what I'm saying? We're scared to create that boundary because we're scared that we may lose that connection that we have with that person. But however, if you set a boundary with somebody and they what terminate their friendship or they start moving different, then they just done you a favor. They was supposed to be with you no way, and that was supposed to happen. Never be afraid to put yourself first, or however you feel. I know the sun is cooking my boy. The sun cooking my phone, boy. I know it is. So my phone just stopped. I'm out here until the phone stop. How about that? I'm out here till the phone stop. Till the phone be like, "Hey, I need some AC," and be like, "Okay, we're going to house then." But yeah. So that's what I had to do. And there's another one of my stories. I got a whole bunch of stories, man. I just be speaking on them. I don't mind speaking on them. You get what I'm saying? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to set boundaries with your parents. And that's the thing. I know a few people that's scared to do that as well. Because they haven't built the courage up. And I know how it feels. Like you don't want to do that because that's your parents. Like, but here's the thing: you also a human being as well. That means you also have feelings that needs to be taken into account for. That needs to be validated. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm bringing this to your attention. Don't push away my feelings because my feelings are valid. You push away my feelings, okay. I'm still gonna say what I want to say, but that's gonna be our last conversation. Hmm. It's a certain way people gotta move with me, man. Because I don't give people disrespect. So I'm not gonna tolerate disrespect of no form. Because I think about it, when you're disrespecting me, you're really just disrespecting yourself because I'm nothing but a reflection of you. I'm just a reflection. But some people can't take their own reflection. And I was that type of brother too. Hell still is. Healing never stop. I can't come up here and be like, yeah, I'm 100% healed and all this shit does not bother me. No, no, that is not the case. Things still bother me, fam. A lot of things still bother me. But it's about how I handle my emotions so much better now, fam. So much better. That's what it's about. Peace to everybody. What's up? What time is it? I got something to do. Gotta go in a few minutes. Peace, peace. What up? What y'all eating today? It's Sunday. Yeah, this phone about to go smooth the heck out. I say to the sun. I say. Mm, see all y'all in here. Man, this is a very good live though. How long I been on here? I am about to get off this drone now, man. Look, I appreciate everybody that tuned in, that stopped by. I say to all that stopped by and tuned in, I say to all, but I gotta get ready to go. I may do another one later on today, probably later on, a little later on tonight, while I'm relaxing. Just to touch bases. I love touching bases with y'all. See, connecting with different people is what's up. But I gotta, man, I gotta go though. I say to all, I love y'all. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. My YouTube, been forever love. Uh, y'all follow me on my TikTok. All that. I'm out.